So, lads, today the WNBA have, 7:29 a.m. a couple of hours ago, they released numbers for NBA TV. And if you guys don't understand, the NBA TV numbers are lower. This 624,000 is the equivalent of like 4 million viewers on ABC. That's an exaggeration, but still, it is a crazy high viewership. Crazy high for NBA TV. Like, I'm pretty sure was no NBA games that had more higher ratings on NBA TV than this. I want to just see NBA TV all-time highest ratings, because I know last year Caitlin Clark had something crazy. Like, it was something absolutely crazy last year. Like, she had 8 of the top 10, and the other ones were like Wemby versus LeBron and Steph versus Wemby. So, the most watched games in ESPN TV for the last year, like, these were actually last year. So last year, it was Cavs and Warriors was second. So the only games were the Fever versus Wings. It is the second highest viewed game of all time. Of all time on NBA TV. For WNBA, that is. And still, more viewership than Wemby versus Steph, when Wemby was a rookie. More viewership than Ant versus LeBron. More viewership than KD versus Wemby. More viewership than LeBron versus Zion. And, like, obviously more viewership than, like, the Lynx. Like, people are saying these are low numbers. These are crazy high numbers. And this is the scariest part. The Sky and Liberty on ESPN drew 606,000. The Indiana Fever, if they played on ESPN, it would be a minimum of 1.5 million. A minimum of 1.5 mil. Like, it is scary. And, like, by the way, I know signature shoes doesn't mean anything, but it is some sort of like a barometer for success. There were 3 people with signature shoes in this game, in the game that is 606,000. There was there was 1 player with a signature shoe in the Connecticut Sun Indiana Fever game. And that player was Marina Mabry. Not Marina Mabry, sorry, JC Sheldon. JC Sheldon was the only player with a signature shoe in that game. So, I mean, if we're going to judge by signature shoes, which is sometimes Twitter fanomics, what the Twitter fans will say is the big thing, Caitlin's not that popular, she doesn't have a signature shoe. JC Sheldon is the reason why there's 624,000 people. But it was the most watched game of the season. Previous high was 581,000, which, again, if this was last year for the Fever, 581 would have been the 3rd highest Fever game. But, like, this game had more viewers than a Fever Sun game when the Sun used to be good. Like, this was genuinely the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever, they are bigger than this damn league. They're as big as ever. Now you effing know, lads. Now you know. Every game is a home game. Except for maybe Golden State. Maybe Golden State are going to have their crazy... they're going to have their crowd. Not every game is a home game. I'm going to respect the Golden State Valkyries. I'm going to respect that team. As a fan of the sport of basketball, I'm going to respect what the Golden State Valkyries are doing for the WNBA right now. It really is a good thing. But yeah, it's crazy the viewership that this team's pulling in. Like, I don't know if there's a team in sports that rival their impact in comparison to other people in the sports. Like, obviously, when NBA Finals will draw in more viewers, but, like, that's the NBA Finals. People watch the NBA Finals regardless of who's in it. And that's the difference, is that it's very clear that not many people are watching WNBA regardless of who's in it, but they're all watching the Fever. Like, the Fever played at the same time as the Sky and the Wings. The Fever, Wings, and Sky all were playing at the exact same time. And Wings fans, the Wings fan page was tweeting out hate tweets about Sophie Cunningham. The Sky fan pages were tweeting out like all these posts about Sophie Cunningham and like anti-Caitlin Clark stuff as she got knocked to the ground. So at the end of the day, they're doing all of this stuff. They're doing all this stuff, but big but here. Like, they're out here doing all this, but their teams are on. They're not watching their teams. And that's the thing. I've always said it. These people do not like the sport of basketball. They don't care about the sport of basketball. They don't like the sport of basketball. They are there for the L drama. And, I mean, I'll at least watch the sport of basketball. You're going to see... So I'm watching Eurobasket. You're going to see a lot of videos on the likes of Jusei Josite, who's hooping in Eurobasket. You're going to hear about Janelle Salon absolutely hooping. And players that are just straight up hooping in general in this tournament. But yeah, it is the drama sells, unfortunately, and you know, I got bills to pay, so the drama is what is going to be covered, talking about ratings. But at the end of the day, look, people, you know the way normally people say people pay with their, or people vote with their wallets. I mean, people have to vote with their attention. Not only are people not willing to spend money on these teams, and again, Valkyries not included. The Golden State Valkyries are like a different. They're a different like ball game. Like their fans are absolutely incredible. So we're not gonna disrespect the Valkyries here. Maybe we're not gonna disrespect the Liberty Eater. Maybe not, but yeah, it's like a lot of these Caitlin Clark hating fans. Not only can they not, are they not spending their money to go to games? They're not even spending their money. They're not even spending their time to watch games. They're just going to be on Twitter. They're just going to be on Twitter tweeting out negative things about Caitlin Clark. And they're not even. And the only player they watch is Caitlin Clark. So at the end of the day, I stand by this. People hate watching our fans. People hate watching our fans, and these people that claim to be fans of other teams would rather hate watch the Fever than watch the teams they claim to be supporters of. So, I mean, every viewer is the same. A view from a hate watcher and a view from a fan is the same, albeit the fans are probably going to buy merchandise and are worth more to a brand, or worth more. But at the end of the day, people choosing to hate watch the Fever over watching the Sky or the Wings or any of these other teams, I mean, if that's what they're choosing to do, then they might as well be fans, because their view is just as valuable as the view of a fan. But anyway, that's the video. I'll see you guys.